Riker's Iron presents.
Welcome aboard, everyone, to Riker's Iron Primetime No Quarter review of Issue 3. Issue 3 has another 7 jam-packed sections of great content. The 7 sections in this issue are Fire and Forge, Escalation to War, Part 3, Company of Iron, In Good Company, Hostile Territories, The Nine Stones, After Action Report CID, Blindwater CID, Techniques and Glazes, Glazing Skin and Fabric, No Quarter Games, Iron Sights, Theme Force, Forces of Minions, Blindwater Congregation. There's a lot here, and it took me a while to digest it all, so let's jump in. It's prime time, folks. The Fire and the Forge, Escalation to War, Part 3. Escalation to War, Part 3, in Issue 3, covers a large variety of conflicts that took place in the Iron Kingdoms during the early occupation of Lael and the final assault on Merrywyn. This included some exciting fluff featuring the not-yet-released Crucible Guard, followed up by a tale of both sides in an assault on Merrywyn featuring Ashlyn DeLise versus a company of Kadorian attackers. It's concluded with a really gritty story of desperation from an overwhelmed group of trenchers led by Anson Hitch. One of the biggest hidden gems in the book is a map/layout of Merrywyn. I love that attention to detail, especially when you're expanding upon the universe that you are writing about and that a game is based on. The map doesn't include any districts of what the buildings are, but it does give IKRPG GMs a good resource to define their own story and city layout following a war-torn and occupied Lael. This section continues to have me excited as they reestablish fluff for the early days of the war, of the Mark II era, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of the articles following all the way up to the 6th part, which I heard is the final issue. After that, I'm super excited to see what they're going to do with that. I really hope that they continue to bring this level of detail and fluff to the No Quarter Primes. Section 2 is Company of Iron, In Good Company. Issue 3 of No Quarter Prime has some exciting rule expansions for Company of Iron, including a 3-way battle system and scenarios with explanation and requisition costs for warcasters and warlock attachments. I really enjoyed this section, as it gave me a bit more insight into the fluff of various Grimkin, which is my new army obsession, and included my forever favorite alternate paint schemes, which features Hollowmen and Kadorian commandos. I had never considered Hollowmen actually having different squad colors and different fluff behind them. It just didn't really occur to me, and I really enjoyed it more than I should have. I think the small descriptions and all the schemes for the different Hollowmen were very entertaining and something I never considered, which opened up ideas for my own stuff moving forward. Company of Iron continues to grow and expand in No Quarter, and I'm really happy to see this. I hope this continues onward into the future, and I can't wait to get some more games in leading up to my visit to Lock and Load. Section 3 is Hostile Territories, Nine Stone. Hostile Territories in this issue covers the mysterious and powerful site currently controlled by Circle of Orboros, Nine Stones. It details everything you wanted to know about that ancient site of power, including past occupation by the Orgoth and current conflicts with the mysterious convergence of Cyrus. The real kicker for this section is the guide on how to make your own Nine Stones. This is something I want to do live on Twitch with everybody, and I'm really happy that they're including this kind of stuff in the Hostile Territory sections. Hostile Territories is continuing to bring exactly what I look for in a magazine article that expands the Iron Kingdoms. It's got great fluff, a narrative battle scenario, hobby building, and painting. This section, if kept in the magazine, will be the reason why I keep my subscription when renewal time comes. So great job, Privateer Press, and I'm really looking forward to more articles exactly like this in future No Quarter Primes. Section 4 is After Action Report, Blindwater CID. The Blindwater CID outlines all the models touched during the community playtesting last year. I really like the changes and additions to the Blindwater, and my minions cannot be happier. While the CID in the magazine is a nice addition to the overall content, it still comes weeks after the card release, and the overall theme is already out there, and people have already gotten a chance to play with them. While it appears to have a little more detail regarding the update to the Blindwater, it still feels a little like page filler in the issue overall. I know I've said similar things in previous reviews, but I would really love to see early concepts of the designs of each of the models pre-CID and how it evolved throughout their pre-CID leading up to the final release. I think it would be really fun to see that, and it would let readers get into the mindset of designers, as not everyone, including myself, partakes in the CID and forum feedback. It's just not something I particularly want to do, as that's part of my current profession, and it's not something that I want to spend my time doing when I get home. So while the article is nice to have, I would like to see something special, something unique within it, because this section continues to feel like something that should have been a Privateer Press insider on their forum blog. Section 5 is Techniques and Textures, Glazing, Skin, and Fabric. For those of you who watch our live Twitch broadcasts, you know I love and live by glazing, aka layering, when painting miniatures. The gradients, lighting, and textures you can create are limitless if you have the patience to do so, and No Quarter Prime offers an amazing tutorial by Lauren Fahey of Griffin Roost Painting. The article is a great read. While on the advanced side of painting and instruction, it's clearly written and offers some great visual guides on practice and setup for those newer to the technique. I look forward to using this guide on my own Dreamer model, which we'll be painting live on Twitch, by the way, coming up in the future for our Twisted Carnival Grimkin. Wink! This article has gladly replaced the Table Ready in 5 we have come to hate in the previous No Quarters, with a great advanced tutorial featuring a fellow Privateer Press fan painter. I hope Privateer Press continues to bring these types of articles in the future of No Quarters, and here's hoping they also continue to seek out other painters to submit an article. I'm available. Wink! Section 6 of the magazine is No Quarter Games, Iron Sights. This issue of No Quarter Games features an exciting 1v1 sniper game of strategy and deception. Both players build and play as elite snipers hunting the other until they are located and eliminated. Creation of your sniper has you deciding on how to set up your 4 stats, which determine your dice pool for different actions you can perform each round. After you have made your sniper, you can choose a piece of specialized equipment and decide which of your 3 models will be the real sniper and which one will be the echoes. After setting up the terrain busy table, you deploy as War Machine with the first and second player. Each sniper takes turns in a round performing 1 of 5 actions. Some can be made multiple times, and others are limited. The coolest thing, the part I like the most about this game, it's about misleading and trying to discover the clues to the other player's actions, which sniper is the real one, all the while avoiding giving away your own. Every shot you do has a chance to reveal the real sniper, every action the potential to give away your position. And the best part is, even if you eliminate an echo, it can return later, allowing the sniper to swap which model is the real sniper. It creates this game of cat and mouse hide and seek tag, which sounds like a real exciting tabletop beer and pizza experience. You can play with anyone, not just War Machine fans. I'm really hoping Privateer Press continues to bring these types of games into their mix, allowing players and people to try new things and just cleanse their palate from playing some of the more heavier War Machine and Horde style of games. And I'm looking forward to seeing what else they come up with each issue. The final section of the book, Section 7, Theme Forces, Forces of the Blindwater Congregation. Theme Forces in this issue covers a force I was most excited for over the previous issues, the Blindwater Congregation. This section takes up 1/3 of the entire mag, and while some might scoff at at the fact of 30-ish pages is dedicated to pure background and fluff of various races and denizens of the marsh. I absolutely loved it, and honestly, I wanted more. While some of what it is in this issue you can find spread out in the Unleashed RPG books, this collects all those little details, fleshes them out, and really builds a mountain on every detail you wanted to know about the members of the congregation. This includes village structure, how they think about each other, what brought the races together. Spoiler hint, it's Lord of the Blood, Bloody Barnabas, and where all the races and creatures of the swamp hail from, including how they live and what/who they worship. Theme forces in this issue also includes the traditional alternate paint schemes, but gives you a bigger range of them, including Gatormen, Bogtrogs, and Croaker tribes of renown. This issue's theme force includes the biggest Heroes of section that covers a lot of the warlocks of the Blindwater, but also some new characters recently made famous. Concluding the theme force Blindwater is a collection of new terrain features and battlefield conditions to use in your game at home, but also 3 special scenarios that have players battling it out over various areas with, against, and in the area surrounding the Blindwater Marsh. This was my favorite theme force release yet. It expanded upon and revealed details I thought I knew about the congregation, giving a large variety of interesting facts about the various races, including alternate paint schemes and tabletop-related content. This section is a bit on the hefty side, but I don't see that as an issue at all for anyone, as there's so many tidbits about so many swamp things. It doesn't feel that long. If anything, it felt a little short. I'm looking forward to the future of these theme forces. It is, in every issue so far, they have featured this, and I really enjoy these things. They give you a good variety of content, and the content that I am looking for, as I mentioned before. Fluff, background, story, paint schemes, and hobby stuff, and battle scenarios. So it's a great section, and I'm hoping that they keep this this detailed of content and quality moving forward into issue 4. Issue 3 of No Quarter Prime has set the bar. Every page is packed with quality content, including valuable background information, fun hobby content, great new scenarios, expanded rule sets, and even includes a whole new exciting tabletop game I will be playing on the regular. Privateer Press has replaced the weak painting content from previous issues with a great painting tutorial, one I will be using to complement my own glazing technique. I can safely recommend this magazine for anyone a fan of Privateer Press games looking to expand their experience in the Iron Kingdoms. And as a little treat, moving forward, I will be ranking each issue as we do with our mini-crate adventures. So we'll be doing a top 3 list every issue review. And since we only have 3 issues thus far, all the issues will appear on this list. So, without further ado, let's begin. In third place, it had some good content, but it repeated the painting article that we hated, the Table Ready in 5, from the previous issue. And that was something that we wanted to see gone. In second place, I would put issue 1. It had set the bar with its new no quarter format and had a large expansion for the IK RPG, which was desperate for some new content. However, it had that Table Ready in 5 article we did not enjoy, and it felt like a waste of space. That's its reason for its second place holding. In first place is this issue, issue 3. For me, the top issue has to have a good story expansion, painting articles that are helpful, hobby content, new game expanding rules, and something new and exciting. And this issue hits the mark on every level. The only thing it was missing, in my opinion, is IK RPG content, and should a future release contain it, it will definitely take the #1 spot. So thank you, folks, for coming aboard Riker's Iron for this No Quarter Primetime. We will be back in March for issue 4. I heard there's going to be some IK RPG expansion content, really heavy in that, so that could take our #1 spot in our rankings for No Quarter Primetime. We will hopefully catch you live on Twitch. If you want to catch our live stream, you can catch it at twitch.tv/RikersIron, or you can find us on the usual places: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, at Riker's Iron. So thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you in a couple weeks.